last year, at the conference in Auckland, for those of you who remember, we were privileged to have an address by a young man, Rose's son, who had Montessori education. And this year, because we're in Wellington and we've got Montessori High School here, we thought it would be great to have a couple of them come along and share some thoughts with you about their Montessori journey. One of them, Esther Pinfold, has been in Montessori since she was 3, and she's now 16. That's a really long time. And the other one came to Montessori when he was 9, and so has been there ever since. And so they have different perspectives to share, but they are wonderful young people, and you'll see for yourself as they come up and share that.
Good afternoon, my name is Esther Pinfold. I'm 16 and I'm currently studying NCEA Level 2 at Wa Ora Montessori School. I've experienced 13 years of Montessori schooling right through from preschool to where I am now. I'm also one of the founding members of the Montessori Adolescent Program and the Montessori High School at Wa Ora. A couple of weeks ago, my principal, Jane Gaffney, came and approached me about speaking here at this conference, and I accepted because I wanted to extend myself and to challenge myself, and also because this is an opportunity to speak about my unique situation. Until very recently, I didn't really think twice about growing up in a Montessori community, and over the last 6 months or so, I've been having conversations with various parents at the school and some of my peers from different schooling backgrounds about our community and the kind of people it grows. These conversations prompted me to ponder my own Montessori journey, and this also triggered memories about what my time has been like at Wa Ora. Some were good and some were struggles. My first memory was meeting my preschool teacher, Mary Coffey, at a parent information night when I was 2. As a 2-year-old, I didn't really give my trust very easily, and so my mother was really surprised when I calmly went off with her to go and read stories while they sat in the next room. It was from this very first experience of Montessori that I learnt the values of trust and respect from my teacher. Throughout my 3 to 6 years, I learnt many things. I remember feeling really proud of myself when I finished a bead chain. And from this activity, this kind of demonstrates to me the fundamental Montessori values of beautiful equipment and self-taught learning. I also remember learning to read at the age of 4. And this was made possible because I was allowed to learn at my own pace. I learned how to concentrate and focus from activities such as spooning and pouring exercises, and I made a little bit of a game with myself, trying not to drop anything. And I think it was because of this positive 3 to 6-year-old experience that I got my love of knowledge and my need to learn. During my 6 to 9 and 9 to 12 years, school was an opportunity for me to build and expand on my knowledge, and when my parents split up at the age of 10, school became a much needed place of stability for me, and I really felt the input of the community as I struggled through this rough time. As I progressed as a foundation student in the adolescent community, I hit some rough patches, particularly during my 2nd year. I struggled socially because many of my friends had left to go to other schools, and there were so few of us in the class. And I remember talking to my mum and pleading with her to let me go to a normal school because I was convinced that I wasn't getting the same social opportunities at the Montessori school where I was. I was in a class that felt like my family, and as you can imagine, this was a very tight, supportive community, but any arguments had a huge effect on our already volatile emotions. But from this experience, I learned invaluable life lessons that I probably wouldn't have learned anywhere else at this young of an age. When our teacher Rose tragically died, I felt the support of our community again, And it wasn't just our school community, but it was the wider Montessori community from all over the world, which was really, really nice to know. Last year I moved into the high school. The whole experience I found extremely daunting and very, very scary, because as one of 6, we were not only the founding class, but I felt that it was my job to prove that Montessori could work with NCEA. At this level, I haven't found the same social limitations as I did, and I think this is because school became a much more academic place for me. Last year we studied 9 subjects, and out of these 9, 7 of these subjects were assessed by NCEA, which is a huge amount more than normal schools. And all of our class gained NCEA level 1, which was really good. Out of the 6 of us, 4 of us endorsed. I endorsed in excellence, and the other 3 endorsed in merit, which was really exciting for us. So from my Montessori journey and from my experiences through Montessori, I find the proverb, "It takes a whole village to raise a child," to be completely true. The people who raised me were not only my parents, but they were also my teachers and my community at my school. Their support helped create and shape me into who I am today, and for this opportunity I'm eternally grateful. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Daniel, and I'm also from the Wa Ora Montessori School. I'm 16 and I'm doing year 12. I'm one of Wa Ora's founding adolescent program and high school students. But I didn't always go to this school, like Jan said. I've been here since I was a year 6, or since I was 9. And the decision to start schooling at Wa Ora was probably the most life-changing decision of my life. I didn't do at all well in my previous school, actually. I was a bit weird. I got bullied quite a lot. It's pretty small, you know, didn't work so well. And I never liked fitting the mould. I was always doing different things to everyone else. So school was really a bit of a torture for me. My mum says that nearly every day I came to the school gates on the verge of crying. And my parents searched pretty desperately to find a new school for my younger brother and I to come to. And they found Wa Ora. Montessori gives students who don't fit the mould a really good chance to thrive. And in my first week, I remember I learned test tubes, I think, and I also didn't manage to hand in the follow-up work in time. I remember it's a very elegant system. I especially love the primary system. I reckon it's awesome. Like, it's very elegant, all the equipment, and students learn very advanced concepts while feeling like they're enjoying themselves, they're having fun. And after about a term of education at Wa Ora, my self-confidence grew a lot, and my friend group, which was, take a guess, 2 or 3 people, expanded quite a lot. I even slept better. I enjoyed Montessori so much that as I reached year 8, I had no doubts at all about joining the adolescent program. I was very happy that, I thought I was so lucky, There were 8 of us in the first year, 6 girls and 6 boys, which was a bit... 2 boys, sorry. That's this year, not last year. I mean, not then. So I found that a bit daunting. We did a lot of projects and essays on subjects mainly of our choosing, which I really enjoyed, because, again, I could suit things to my needs and what I enjoyed. And one of the great things that I also loved about it, I love sports, and Montessori does a lot of outdoor things in the adolescent program. There's a lot of relation to the environment as well. So we went on all the camps, and I found that really great. Camps pushed us all out of our comfort zones, and we formed some pretty strong bonds with lots of the people in our classes. And we all know each other really well by now. My memories from the adolescent program will be memories that I cherish. So last year, Wa Ora began its high school system. I was a little bit dubious because, once you get into NCEA, it affects the outcome of the rest of your life and what jobs you can get into and things. And I missed the malleability of the assessments that I was given in year 10, but that was more due to the nature of NCEA. I don't struggle socially anymore, which is great. And I think I have Montessori to thank for this. We still go on camps, which is great. We just got back from one yesterday, so you can see, a bit tired. And we always relate these camps, at least in high school, to assessments. So we did a biology standard on camp. And we also did EOTC, or Education Outside the Classroom work. Education is one of the most important things for kids or students in our current society, and I think Montessori, well, to me, felt like Montessori was the best way to go. And if I hadn't changed schools to Montessori, I really have no idea where I would be now. I don't think I could have managed a normal schooling system. I don't know if I'd still be at school. So, yeah, Montessori really changed my life. Thanks.